in normative ethics, like I said before, um, it's about normative ethics is about finding a theory which can be practical moral guidelines, which align with what's good and what's right. But it has to be practical. And personally, I'm on the boat that I think we should figure out our our normative moral theory through virtues and character. But I think that there's a problem if we're going to do it by rules. The normative theories of consequentialism and deontology, or moral absolutism, those theories, I think they all create moral guidelines which are by rules. There are rules that you need to follow. You need to follow those. And I in the previous video about morality, I've kind of explained why I think character is better. But in this video, I kind of want to talk a little bit about why I think there's the problem of universalizability when it comes to rules. Because if we have a moral theory which is by rules, we have to universalize those rules. And what I mean by universalizing those rules is they have to be applicable to everybody in the whole world. You have to in the whole universe. You have to be applicable to everyone. They can't. You can't have a rule that only applies to certain things. You can, but you won't have a very complete moral theory that is based on rules if you have rules that are for only specific people. If you want to have a complete a complete and full and effective moral theory and consequentialism or deontology that is based on rules, you got to figure out how to universalize those rules, to figure out how they are applicable to everybody in every situation. Like Kant, he had to figure out how he can universalize all parts of the categorical imperative. And Kant said that we can't ever lie. That lying is never something that we can do. We can't ever lie at all. I disagree with that. I think that there are times when we should lie, and I've talked about this before. I think that having a moral rule that means nobody can lie ever, I think there's just a problem with universalizability of rules, because I don't think that rules can be practically and effectively universalized that well. I mean, Kant had a pretty good one. I mean, the one about never using humanity as a means to your end, just as an end. That one I think that's a good one. I think that one can be pretty much universalized. But there's probably times when that one can't be. So I think the problem. I mean, I'm not saying that normative moral theories that go by rules are wrong. I personally don't like. I prefer ones that are by virtue and character, and I don't really think that they are correct. But if there is going to be one, I personally think that for utilitarianism, you have to. There's this rule that you have to maximize the happiness of everybody around you and yourself. That is pretty much universalizable. That one pretty much is. You can apply that to everybody, because we all, through morality, morality is connected very very much to happiness and finding happiness in this world, and it's very important. I think there's problems with that are not related to universalizability. Personally, yeah, but I mean that's one of them that is, the best ones, the best moral normative theories. I think are the ones that they still have a little bit of problems. They are not entirely. They probably cannot be entirely universalized, except for maybe the utility principle. That one probably can. There's just other issues with that. But that's just my point. I think that it's any kind of moral theory that's based on rules. The universalizability of those rules needs to be thoroughly considered. If you think I've if you think I've messed something up, or if you think I'm wrong, or if you want to talk about something, or if you have a question, please comment below or on the side wherever it is, and I'd be glad to discuss with you. Thank you.